Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerd Vault Shorts, Part 2 on a Late Gamer. Starting off on the left, we've got Crow's Shirt Special Edition case that the shirt came in, a limited edition Ruby Christmas ornament, a Funko Pop version of a Beowulf, and the McFarlane 1 through 4 series. Really great way I like to display my figures. Unfortunately, you couldn't really see them that great in the first take. And moving right along to the next shelf, we've got some really great posters for the Japanese versions of volumes 1 through 4. And we have the Series 1 and Series 4 figure right here, Team Ruby, along with Ruby from her Volume 4 outfit. She was the only one to get a second figure from McFarlane Toys. The attention to detail in all these figures is amazing, and I absolutely love all of them. They look incredible. They are not super durable, so if you don't have one yet and you're planning on getting one, beware of that. Right here's Team Juniper. I love what they did with Series 2 and Series 3, making them all fit together like puzzle pieces. At some point, I would love to have these on like a rotating platform of some sort because they are just so cool, and I love seeing them all at different angles. I basically told myself once I got all of these, I would put them in a really badass fight sequence, and that's kind of what the goal is with this. In the background on the left, you can really see some cool fan art from an artist on Etsy. And I really love their work. You'll see some of their art scattered throughout this shelf. Moving along to the next shelf, we've got the Nintendo DS and Wii section, along with the 3DS too. My favorite part of this side is all of the Pokemon games kind of in chronological order. The only one I'm missing is Pokemon Sun, or Ultra Sun. And this is the Wii section, along with some cards from the 2014 Ruby trading card game. And moving right along to the Nintendo Switch section of the video, you can take a look at some of the special editions of the games I have. I'm a really big fan of the steelbooks for various games. I like the way they look. Unfortunately, they do scratch up a little easily, but if they're sitting on a shelf, the likelihood of that happening is not as bad. Metroid Dread Special Edition, the Link's Awakening Collector's Edition, and some really cool Legend of Zelda pins that I found at Target of all places, along with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And then just kind of showing off some of the little nooks and crannies of the shelf, a really cool Game & Watch Zelda edition, along with a cool Star Wars case for AirPods Pro. As you can tell, I'm sure this shelf has become an eclectic place for all of my nerd things to sit on. I really enjoy showing it off, and that's kind of how this video series came to be. Moving right along, and this is the Sony section of the shelf. Some of the PSP titles, PS2 titles you couldn't really see before. It's kind of a newer section for me that I've started collecting recently. Also some Ruby plushies and the Ruby slap bands. Those came out way early in Ruby's lifetime. Also, the PS4 section, which I'm very proud of. My goal has been to get all of the physical copies of Final Fantasy and put them in order. It's very satisfying for my OCD. And moving on to the next shelf, you can see the Ruby plushie section. You kind of got a taste of it earlier with the ornaments up on the previous shelf. But I was not a big fan of the plushies when I first started collecting them. But as time wore on, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it big, and I'm going to blow it out the park. Last shelf, we've got the Ruby comics, some really cool Ruby pendants that I got in a bundle, the Ruby CDs, which I'm missing Volume 6. If anybody has a physical copy of Volume 6 and is willing to sell it, let me know. The Japanese limited editions of 1 through 4 and the manga. All really cool. Love looking at them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.